think the main challenges, pain points for the pet food industry are generally around supply chain. I think there's also some challenges around innovation and sustainability as well. The pet food industry needs to become more sustainable. It needs to focus on sourcing. It needs to focus on how we can make sure that everything that goes into our pet food for our pets is of the highest quality. We need to be looking at how the pet food industry reacts to the sustainability piece as well, and making sure the packaging is totally sustainable, recyclable, reusable. And for some that is painful, for others not so much, and I think that we as an industry have to be focusing on those areas to drive innovation around these pieces. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought certain challenges to the pet food industry, but also lots of opportunities. The COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated the direct-to-consumer growth and probably has put added pressure on localized retail outlets. However, by the same token, a lot of people have also found out how positive an impact a pet can have on your life. Whether it be a small furry or a fish or a dog or a cat, pets have a hugely positive impact on one's lives. So I think people have really realized that, and I'm so delighted that now people are becoming, there are more pet parents out there. There are more calories in the market as well, which obviously from a commercial perspective is good. But I think overall the takeaway should be that it has been a terrible year around COVID. However, I think for animals and pets and for humans as well, that bond between animal and human has grown. And I think that is a real positive thing we should take out of this. I think the opportunities are around higher meat content in dried foods. I think there's a massive move towards frozen and raw food and feeding fresh. So making sure you're adding fresh to the bowl and making sure that your dog's getting complete nutrition. I think this is a really key driver within 2021. So fresh food, easily available. I think the threats are about cheaper, lower quality foods coming into market from outside of the UK. Brexit and so on and so forth, or the US and China. And also raw ingredients and coming outside that doesn't have the same level of animal welfare that we have around UK raw ingredients. So I think they're the kind of key threats that we need to be thinking about. I think that we're going to see a continued growth in the raw pet food market. There's a lot of very strong anecdotal evidence around the positives around feeding fresh and feeding raw. I think that is a key growth area. And we want to see more innovation. I think interesting thing around cat as well, and small furries. Let's make sure that we're sort of packing our pets out with good quality nutrition, making sure that they have a happy life. And if they have a happy life, believe you me, we'll have a happy life. Brexit has been a significant problem, not just a challenge, an actual problem. The UK in the late 2020 probably exported something to the tune of between 265 million and 300 million pounds worth of pet food into Europe. That ground to an almost almighty halt come January the 1st. We are continuing to have inconsistencies around export health certificates, getting stuff in and out of Europe. There does not seem to be a level playing field. There does not seem to be any rigor around exactly what the regulations are. And this has significantly impacted pet food manufacturers in the UK and continues to do so. What is next for us? Continuing to develop the team, continuing to develop our systems and our infrastructure, continuing to develop the rigor around our supply chain, whilst underpinning all of that with new product development, making sure that we're leading the pack as far as innovation goes, and making sure out of everything that we're doing, that we're actually having fun and actually enjoy what we do and continue to have the levels of passion around animal nutrition, making sure that dogs and cats and dogs and cats, fish, hamsters, you name it, are getting good quality nutrition and are being looked after, and we're keeping animal welfare at the forefront of everything that we do.